Hello, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2. Let us continue with some minor activities. Since Saga got the boltcutters, we are going around the available areas and we are trying to collect lunchboxes, stashes, and nursery rhymes. We have finished over here in Watery. And we are now heading back to the car and to Cauldron Lake. That is the idea for today, because there are some rental cabins that I can visit, and potentially there might be maybe some lunchbox that I missed somewhere. Maybe in the starting area before I got into picking up all of these things. Watery downtown. There is no Mayor Setter, is there? Meet Mayor Setter here.
I hear some concerning things over from Bright Falls.
You mean that horrible affair at the lodge? Why is everyone running around
what?
shooting at everything nowadays?
I thought small towns like ours were supposed to be safe.
Is this Mayor Setter?
Oh! Hello, Mayor Setter. Nice to meet you.
Well, he looks like a very good boy. I got a charm. Holy. Wait, what? Okay. Resources and points of interest. Ooh. Script page. Hello, beauty. But other than that, this is it, right? Do you mark it on other maps? That is a bit unclear at this point. But since you marked it, can I now? Oh, that is like really complicated. So if I do now this, you will not open me the map, you will freeze the game. God damn it, why did it start to happen closer to the end? That is... yeah, well, no other way to say it. I am upset about this behavior. Like, for your understanding, I'm not changing anything to my operating system, to my hardware, when I start like my playthrough with a particular game. Like, I stop updating any packages, any libraries. Like, if it works, I want it to keep working. I do not risk it. I update my PC between the playthroughs. So the fact that this kind of stuff starts to happen baffles me a lot. Like, just why? And of course we need to track all the way back again. Then first things first, we will make a quick save next to Mayor Setter. Damn it, the page is on the way though. I mean, I also can't help but think that I started to run quite a lot in the game. So I am wondering, like, is that somehow related? I thought it was close to the sauna. Yeah. And this one is the dark presence attacks.
Bailey ran around the corner as the street lamps flickered and went off. It was in front of him, a glitching cloud, a dark, boiling monster. Looking at it felt like what a stroke must feel like. He was sick with fear. He fell. The dark presence ripped into him, swallowed him, filled his lungs and his brains with dark water. Bailey saw a snarling face in the darkness. Then he realized it was his own face. He was snarling. He was standing in the street in the dark, and he was snarling. He was snarling, he snarled. The monster was gone. The darkness coiled around him in tatters and wisps. He was the monster now filled with rage. He was the monster now filled with rage, he shouted.
Okay. Let us make a quick save.
I hear some concerning things over from Bright Falls.
You mean that horrible affair at the lodge? Why is everyone running around shooting at everything nowadays?
I thought small towns like ours were supposed to be safe.
Oh! Hello, Mayor Setter. Nice to meet you.
I've been thinking we need a neighborhood watch. Keep incidents like the one in Bright Falls.
Well, that's the
from
cutest
happening
mayor I've
around
ever
here.
seen for sure.
We
True.
already have that. Right next door.
Yeah.
Missing cats. And Mayor Setter as a dog. I mean, he cannot be a dog, but like, if this is the gag that we're going for, that like, if we present Mayor Setter as a dog, then it kind of makes sense that the cats are disappearing.
I think the
Oh, that is so good. Okay. Now let's head to the Cauldron Lake. Now I do have Setter Charm. I do see a stash over there. I do not see you highlight some points of interest, right? But you do not highlight the lunchboxes, for example. Which is a bit sad. But I don't think that's anything I can change, so let's put back my coffee mug. I have flashbang grenades, I have flare rockets, I have usual flares. I still have some ammunition for this bad boy. Okay. So, since I have bolt cutters, I would like to make my way to the rental cabins. And we need to keep on the lookout for the lunch boxes. I was of course hoping that the Mayor Lucky Charm will provide me with immediate location disclosure. That unfortunately didn't happen. Property seizure notice. Sounds like FBC shenanigans, to be honest.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
Yeah. Though I believe I need more from here. His hair was longer than I remembered, blowing gently in the cold night breeze. I put my hand to his cheek. He confirmed that he was indeed real. And he was. He was real. Feeling his handsome beard, wild but neatly trimmed beneath my fingers, proved it. "You're back," I breathed. Yes, I'm back. I wasn't cold any longer. Day 1. Some weird animal tried to break into our clubhouse. It was scary. Max hit it off with a big stick and it ran away. I think it was a squirrel before. Squirrel? Our candy stash has gone missing. Maybe it was the squirrel. Max found candy wrappers in the woods. There were some big poops there. It wasn't the squirrel. Max has gone missing. Beware the wicked witch. One person is the wicked witch. Everybody else has to run and hide. When the witch says beware me, everybody has to change places. If you go to someone else's hiding place, you can tag them to kill them. Don't get tagged and killed. If the wicked witch finds you, you are dead. If you find the witch's lair, she is caught. Burn the witch. Another seized property. I mean, all of these cabins are seized because they're in a closed location. Okay, I can always welcome a quick save.
Another one of those cult boxes.
What the hell? So there is a window, some kind of a storm, castle with number 3 under the bridge, next to the rock, past the tower, past the dead animal and tree with number 2. Out of the window, storm, castle, bridge. Okay. Oh wait, is there a script page? Oh, it's absolutely a script page. Cauldron Lake.
Animals stayed away from the water's edge as if to avoid some unseen submerged predator waiting just below the dark surface. They never drank the water from the lake. Birds flew around it, never over. Darkness flowed from Cauldron Lake. Gaze in the black mirror of the lake, you'd see it all around you, and you'd understand. It was already out, already where you were. It was already too late. Cauldron Lake used to be alive with people. Beautiful forests, hiking trails leading to stunning vistas. Then the government put up a fence, kept the people out. Volcanic gas, they said. They didn't want anyone knowing the truth. The lake wasn't a lake at all. The dark water a mask to hide the hungry, bottomless ocean below. A fence couldn't stop the flood that was coming. Nothing could. The return of the nightmare rising from the depths.
Spooky. The fact that I got stuck on a bed also was spooky. I'm not sure that this is supposed to be scavenger hunt throughout the entire forest, because that would honestly be a little bit sucky. So maybe it's all contained within the rental cabins. Go through the house with number 3 under the bridge, past the tower to number 2. I'm just thinking about the numbers, because one of these is number 3, right? One of these houses. Though I am concerned that this house is number 2. Yeah, the tornado might be maybe this thing, because it like rotates. So you go past the castle with number 3 under the bridge, which might be like this thing. I mean, remember, if those are child drawings, I mean, that could be a tower for all I care. Thank you for reminder. Super nice. So past the mountain and the tower, over the dead animal, to the tree with number 2. Can't access this one. Hmm.
Oh, another rhyme.
Okay. I am missing a doll though. So do you have a doll somewhere here? Birds. Watching you like in that movie, but protective, not attacking. Mythical inspiration. Guardian spirits, Norse mythology or ancient Egyptian. Corvus corax from the family Corvidae. Research, symbolism, and uses. Elements: stalking monster, watchful birds. Stakes can't be too high for both risk management and fruitful outcomes. Make sure the rhyming is lucid this time. Need to test this approach for possibly more ambiguous interpretational results. That is actually one of the questions that I have. Do these rhymes have a single solution? Or they do allow some flex? Our hero, courageous and true, stalked by the monster hatching through. The clever crows call their warning and keep an eye on the battle forming. When the fight is done and over, the hero and the crows reap the rewards left for her. I would maybe put a hero over here. I do have a crow. Stalked by the monster, hatching through. But also the crows should be somewhere. The crows keep an eye, right? Well, that somehow worked.
We're sharp. Crack her. Sonic.
The way this guy just lunged out of this building was so scary. And do I hear yet another? Oh,
And another charm.
coffee mug. Father doll.
Witchfinder Station. I've been there before. Worth checking out.
Property of the Federal Bureau of Control, Department of Parafictional Research, lead researcher Dr. Campbell. Keep this container locked at all times. The test item within is to be kept separate from the others, as well as a safe distance from the main testing facility, Witchfinder Station. That is the one in the far corner of the room, right? Not the room, the map. Cauldron Lake closed. The majority of the scenic and beloved Cauldron Lake area was fenced off and access is restricted as a government agency takes over. Tuesday. The unthinkable happened over the weekend as a local tourist destination and beloved fishing spot Cauldron Lake was cordoned off by government officials. Citing seismic disturbances in the area, the Federal Bureau of Control has limited access for the foreseeable future. When asked about the effects this closure will have on the region as a tourist destination, the FBC spokesperson expressed profound regret on the impact this may or may not have on the local economy. This comes as a shock to locals who have enjoyed campground and fishing access around the lake for generations. When interviewing residents around town to get a feel for the reception, it was clear that tensions were running high. "This is an absolute outrage," said Kathy Waller, lifelong Bright Falls resident and volcanologist. "There has been no documented volcanic activity in this region for millennia. The only seismic activity going on down there is when the coskillers take their 4x4s for a joyride on the hiking paths." I just bought a season camp pass, said Ed Randall, a watery native. I sure hope these feds reimburse me my $350, but I'm not holding my breath. In addition to the inconvenience and anger locals are feeling, there is concern as to what this means for the future. Joe and Cindy just put all their savings into that convenience store for the campground. What happens to them? What happens to all the businesses around here that rely on out-of-towners? People are scared, and they want answers. Is your email hacker-proof? To many people, hackers are the stuff of Hollywood movies and TV shows, dark criminals committing cyber crimes in action movies. But to many people around the world, hackers are a very real threat. Cybercrime experts warn that phishing attempts are on the rise and show little sign of stopping. What is phishing, you may be asking yourself? Phishing is when someone poses as a fake email address in order to trick the recipient into sharing their personal information which could be then used to access bank accounts or other personal databases. Even the most professional-looking emails or text messages can be faked, experts warn. So people are encouraged to always act with caution when sharing information on the net. All it takes is one mistake, and your information could be out there forever. Bright Falls Bookstore Raffle Bonanza. Anyone looking for a gift for the reader in their life would do well to visit Bright Falls Bookstore this weekend. In an effort to clear out the stockroom, Bright Falls Bookstore is raffling off hundreds of old books and collections, including many signed books and items considered collector's editions. All proceeds will go towards renovating the bookstore and charitable donations to student literacy programs. Tickets for the raffle will be on sale from 9 a.m. on Saturday until 6 p.m. the following day, with drawing taking place Monday morning. Not Monday morning, Monday morning, although in the newspaper it is correct. Effective immediately, the Federal Bureau of Control has designated this area to be vacated as a matter of public health and safety. Failure to comply with this order is a federal crime and will result in swift and forceful action per Code 0157-DE. Your compliance is appreciated.
Hate to see them like this.
Wonder if I get the charm for all the deers. Which unit was that, by the way? No clue. What is the point of this area? Interesting. Was that the father door that was making the sounds, by the way? I'm trying to recall the children drawings, but I'm not sure I can at this moment. I know that it ended somewhere by the tree. There was also a dead animal. What in the world? Almost. I really don't want to leave the rental cabins with the keys somewhere around the rental cabins. So let's see, it was somewhere here. The mountain, the tower, the dead animal, and number 2. 3 with number 2. What does it all mean? Some kind of mountain or a cave. Past the mountain or the cave. It's children drawing. It's not supposed to be that difficult. Past the mountain or the cave. And then there should be a tower somewhere. What if I need to make just a round from here over there? And 3 with number 2. I'm afraid that maybe this silly riddle will get the better out of me. Because this one is number 2. There is no 3. And there is certainly no key around here. God damn. Who puts numbers on trees? Oh god, I am trying to get to empty my space at least somewhat. But the charms, man. The charms are taking over. Oh, I begin to amass shells and the darts. Well, the crossbow bolts, yeah. We need to find some tower, some dead animal, and a tree marked 2. What in the world? I mean, while I'm here, I can also... I mean, in any case, I'm going to the Witchfinder Station, right? So I guess that is not that big of a deal.
What if I take the weird doll to the place it's not supposed to go? What's the worst that can happen?
I don't like how we are gonna approach it, but Father looks a bit like Darling. Or maybe I just want to see Darling everywhere.
They're actually kind of cute the longer you look at them.
Okay, let's Witchfinder Station again. It's all the way over there. So what we will do is probably go and cover this area. Then swing by the witch's hut to save over there. Go by the creek and clear out these 2 containers by the private cabin, and then reach the Witchfinder Station. That is the plan. And we should be on the lookout for... Should be on the lookout for the tower, cave, and tree marked number 2. So lunchboxes. So many things to be on the lookout for. So as far as my understanding goes, I cannot go in this direction. Even though like there is a big road and everything, it's not the way Saga will go. Will you prove me wrong? No, you will prove me right.
This is not the right way.
Okay.
I have a case to get back to.
Okay, okay. Sheesh. Some falls. Oh. Lunchbox nearby? Maybe. Did I just make a loop? I mean, this is a tree, so maybe there was a key nearby. Where's the lunchbox? I mean, it should be nearby. The signs are kinda here. Can't find the box though. Oh, wait, maybe somewhere here?
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Noise. My dad used to say when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going to, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. 2 of them. Does that look like a mountain with a cave to you? I'm not sure. It's just a waterfall. The cave, the tower, dead animal, and the tree with number 2. Imagine if that actually sends me on the other end, like towards the Witchfinder Station, because I don't know, I'm just thinking along the lines that the station might lead to the, or might be represented as a tower, right? I mean, it in reality, of course, you can place the key wherever you want. It is absolutely possible to suggest that it can be on the other end of the map. But if you like people playing your game, maybe you would place it within the rental cabins somewhere. Okay, I'm very happy to make this safe. I want to... You say all nearby resources and points of interest. Does that mean that I need to maybe check the map more often? I don't know, man. I don't know anything anymore. Anyway. Some tower my ass. And the cave. I mean, it's supposed to be children's drawing. If I'm correct in understanding that going under the bridge is going under the tree, well, the similar logic should apply to the rest of that. So it's not supposed to be like a literal mountain or a cave. It's supposed to be something that in child's brain. Oh, shitballs. You have 2 shots. Well, not anymore, that is.
Good job, Saga. Now keep moving.
I was supposed to reload it, and then you keep 2 shots. Well, that's my bad. Yeah. Right away? Okay, maybe this dude will chill a little bit. The coffee mugs though are going just great. Yeah. The combo difficulty just feels like it's spiked in the end. I mean, I guess one should expect that. But also kinda what the hell. Are we good with that amount? Well, I could use a bit more handgun ammo, but... That thunk is a little bit concerning. If I was an astronaut floating in midair, if I put my setter in right now, I do not see anything new. No, even in my nearby area. I don't know if there is a certain range to this thing. No clue. Screwdriver. Okay. And this one. This was another locked one, right? Yeah, in the same manner, by the way. Okay. Witchfinder Station. I don't remember the way. Yeah, I need to go a little bit back. Don't you dare do that. It's spooky. And I do not appreciate spooky. So, Witchfinder Station. So this is now some mega... So the sun and blind is the witch? Or maybe the trickster character. Mother and her loving hatchling? Do we only have them? Oh, of course not. Shit. Well, I'm looking, maybe there is a lake somewhere and maybe we can put a hero over here. And that is not all. Mother and her hatchling. Okay, so hatchling would, I would assume is a child. That is still not all. Like, what? Hmm. I mean, I also have Maiden and the Wise Elder and a monster. Oh, sheesh. Let's try to switch the witch and the hero. Why do we have squares over there? What do squares mean, man? Okay.
What the?
What?
Who is this? How do you know I'm here?
I've been monitoring your incessant tampering with my project. You have made some advantageous progress, however.
What project?
What project? So you've just been playing around with my test arrangements with absolutely no understanding of their function. The hubris.
A cat.
Indeed.
But your interference with my research has come to its conclusion, and I'm interested to see the results. The trick, I believe, is in the manifestation of the nursery rhymes. Art becoming reality, the doorway being revealed, and perhaps even someone entering it.
Get to the point.
Meddlesome and rude, I see. The point is that by your unwanted actions, you may have opened the way. And now I'll get to observe what exactly occurs when a subject crosses the threshold. No. Wait, that's not right. What is that? Do you see?
What? Hello? Hey, are you there? Sounds like this person got more than they bargained for. Ugh, this stuff again. There's something else in there, too. This will be handy.
Yo! Another... Nice. Another place for a charm. Did I leave the dolls? Yeah, that ain't good. Let's collect the dolls. What was it with these squares around the place? Oh well. Now we just need to make it to the cabin where we can make a save. And we can think of picking up another charm. I am thinking about placing Mayor Setter more or less constantly. Because marking something like script pages, for example, would be insanely advantageous, I believe. I might check the location of the key on the internet for this last stash, because I feel like this area is getting very populated with rather tough enemies in significant quantities, and I am not that good in combat. I know that I complained that I do not have any space in my inventory, but I will just blink and all my resources will be gone, because that's how efficient I am in terms of fights. So Dr. Campbell thought the experiment would send me to the dark place.
There's a lesson here. Probably something about hubris.
He was sent instead. Karma. Case closed.
Man in lab coat messes around and finds out. Called it.
Then we have a couple lunch boxes over here. Still need to find one more. That's... yeah. I can now actually...
In one fluid motion, Saga cracked open the shotgun, sending the empty hulls flying over her shoulder, and slammed the new shells in faster than she had imagined possible.
Yes, we can increase the reload speed. Let's see. So for now I can put Mr. Setter charm in. What other charms do I have? I have Lantern charm, which would increase the flashlight charge, which could be very useful. The FBC charm, I'm not sure, like if you have a bunch of enemies, like you only have a bonus against one of the dudes. Resilience against being staggered or interrupted, okay. Attacks stagger enemies more often. Well, you could probably give this one a try. Chance to stun enemy on flashlight boost. I mean, that could be useful because I feel like I am clearing out some flares, right? So perhaps I will switch to flashlight relatively soon, and that could be very useful. But that could also be very useful in connection with the lantern charm, and that might replace... oof. Need to think about it. Yeah, these could be actually interesting, because if I need to clear out some of the painkillers and trauma pads, if I am having if I have on me this charm that increases their effectiveness, I can just restore more and they could be put to better use. So that would be nice. DFS charm, I'm still not over the fact that the freaking shield regenerates. It feels somewhat unfair, but I guess that's just life. Anyway, I still do not have any lunchbox marked. So one option, if I want to try to find it on my own, I could go maybe through this scenic spot to the witch's hut, and then go maybe through this place and FBC buzzer towards my car. There is a locked door. What the heck? So, stash in a lunchbox. These are the questions that remain unanswered. Let's see, I found one by the monitoring station, waterfall, campground, one in the cabins, outside the ranger cabin, okay, bottom of the waterfall, and near the witch's hut. Okay, I will have a look which one, where's the one that I'm missing, and that will rewrite this one, and we will call it an episode. So thank you so far for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. And if that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what can I improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.